Man, that's some really powerful advice. And I'm actually grateful that you stopped following Think Media.
You gotta just press record.
This video is sponsored by StreamYard. This is our go-to platform for live streaming to YouTube and Facebook, especially when we have multiple people joining us on a stream. With an incredibly easy to use interface for doing cool transitions, bringing in text on the screen, and seamlessly bringing on guests. This is the perfect platform for the new and experienced creators alike.
Have you ever had any challenges with comparison or any mental battles of, is it too late for me to start when you started? Did you maybe, we all process maybe comparison different. Did you look at other people that were doing it? One of the biggest challenges we hear in our community a lot are sometimes people can spend a lot of time scrolling and look at what everybody else is doing and can talk themselves out of taking action. Has there been any mindsets that you wish you were just more confident or quick in the beginning and you didn't worry about things? Does anything like that come up?
Yeah. So funny enough, I think in today's day and age, a lot of people have the opposite problem with me. When I got started, I was 23 and I thought that I was too young, which is crazy because now like TikTok's out and I feel like so many young creators are out there, but I thought I was too young, that no one was actually going to take me seriously, which now I'm like, it's totally crazy. But oh my gosh,
So how'd you get over that? Did it keep you from posting videos for a while, or was it actually you're taking action, but also just thinking about it and having self-doubt?
Yeah. I mean, I kept posting, I kept doing it, but it was definitely like this imposter syndrome of like, no one's going to take me seriously because I'm so young. But I just kept going, and you just kind of have to keep going no matter what. And I mean, I'm sure you guys get this question all the time. I get it all the time, is like, how do I just start? How do I get over my fear of getting started, the judgment of other people, whatever else? For me, it was like, if I don't start, I know I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life. And I'm the only person to blame here. So if I'm going to let me thinking that I'm too young hold me back, that's silly. That's ridiculous. And if I get started today, I'm going to be so much farther along compared to if I started in a year or so, when I think that I'm older and like the right age to start. It was like such a silly mindset looking back. I just think it's absolutely ridiculous. But your other question about comparison, for sure. When I first got started, especially with my blog, I went to Google and I looked up other successful bloggers, and then I started following them on Instagram because I wanted to know what other people were doing and I wanted to know what made them successful. But then that quickly put me in the trap of like, well, why am I not there yet? Like, I'm starting from zero and I'm comparing myself to these people that have like 300,000 followers. Like, you can't compare that at all. And that was definitely a learning curve for me. I ended up unfollowing a bunch of people, not because I didn't like their content, but because I noticed it was unhealthy for me. And even when I switched into the YouTube niche, before that, I was subscribed to a lot of different people. Like, I was subscribed to Think Media. I learned a lot from your videos, but I ended up unsubscribing, or I ended up just not watching those videos because I was like, I don't want to. I mean, the word is influencer, and we are really influenced by the content that we watch. And I was afraid, like, if I kept watching Think Media videos, then I was going to just keep creating your videos over again. Although that wasn't my intent, that was my fear, as my voice would have been too influenced by what other creators were saying. So like, I had to mute some people on Instagram and I had to stop watching certain videos because I wanted to be unique in my own space. And I knew that that comparison trap it's not healthy and it's not productive.
Man, that's some really powerful advice. And I'm actually grateful that you stopped following Think Media. Not because we did miss out on the views, but I'm actually reading a book called Decoding Greatness. And we'll link this up in the show notes. This book is really great in terms of how the best in the world reverse engineer success. One of the tips is actually limiting how many things you're consuming. And it gives the exact advice that you just said. If you, especially in a world where you want to be different, where how do I stand out on YouTube right now? If you're just an echo of the other channels in your niche, then you're really not bringing something original to it. And we are influenced by what we watch. So if we can also consume potentially sources that are entirely different, like one of the things I noticed, I think in one of your videos, was you brought lifestyle content, you said, to YouTube tips because some of us YouTube educators were just educating and we weren't bringing that same flavor. But you brought originality, and it's shown in your numbers and your results, because it sounds like now we're learning you stopped watching everybody else in your niche. That's so powerful. So I want to encourage, that's a super powerful tip, as well as what it can do to your mindset, because having a strong mindset, having a focused mindset, most of us could probably consume less and create more. So that's some really brilliant advice.
Yeah, something that I did, I think I was following like 2,000 people on Instagram or something insane. I ended up unfollowing so many people. I think I now follow maybe like 170 some. It's so small, but I don't follow now. I more so follow more people. Like I follow you, I follow Roberta Blake, and like other people that are doing our thing here. But it took me a while to realize my own voice to then be okay with re-following those people. But yeah, something that I love, I like to follow creators that make me feel inspired, that are totally outside of my niche. So Desi Perkins on YouTube, I think she's got like 3 million subscribers. She's killing it. She's amazing. I absolutely love her. Not that I know her personally, but I love her. Her content is fashion and beauty. I'm not fashion and beauty, but I absolutely feel inspired and just creative energy from her. So if that's something you need to do, like find creators that inspire you, not creators that you feel like that comparison trap coming on.
Are you ready to start or grow your YouTube channel? Do you feel stuck and need help connecting the dots? Join this free web class where you'll learn the step-by-step playbook for YouTube success. We've helped thousands of purpose-driven entrepreneurs just like you grow their influence with video. Register today for this exclusive training at thinkmasterclass.com.